All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Um, Today we will be talking about dreams and aspirations, right? And the reason why I've wanted to talk about this is because it's one of those topics that is kind of lost. Well, sorry, one of those things that is kind of lost in today's society, right? Because we live, or at least if you're from America, I don't really have like a perspective from other countries, but we kind of live in like a very capitalistic society, right? So what starts to happen is that everyone is constantly distracted by consumerism, fast food, social media, and then all of that, right? Now, normally, I don't really care if like my friends or someone go on social media for like a little bit, but then it starts to become a problem when that starts to become a part of your life, right? And the crazy thing is, combined with, fast food and the stuff that they put in there, it numbs you, right? It constantly hits the dopamine in your brain. You're constantly high from that dopamine, right? And also you have video game, which gives you sort of this, let me think, this fake sense of progress, like you're, progressing in life. In reality, you're not really, right? You're just, moving pixels on the screen. And don't get me wrong, I love video game. I'm like a huge gamer. I love to play games here and there. Some of my favorite are Osu. Uh, Actually, just Osu these days. I don't really play that much games anymore. But yeah, there's just distraction everywhere that we go, This is fine, like I said earlier, but then oh, dude, this makes you lose clarity and the purpose that you had in life. Speaking from like personal experience, the only time that I've been excited to wake up to do things in the morning is if I have like a goal. I have like a bigger goal that I'm chasing after, right? And it doesn't have to be like anything grand. It could just be as small as, I don't know, finish your homework, or making an art piece, posting videos online, or perfecting like a new song on the guitar. Sorry, being able to play a song on the guitar, right? It can be simple things like that. And, you know, one of the great things about having aspirations is that because you want that goal so badly that you're willing to do anything for it. Now, why does this matter specifically? Well, first of all, your goal, and then it's also, in my opinion, I did say that it's okay to have like small goals, but I think that everyone should also have like a very big goal. It's not about achieving the goal itself, it's more about changing your standards, right? And thereby changing your standard, you also change how you live, right? You live on like a completely different level from people who are just cruising by in life, right? um Whenever I talk to a lot of people that I know, especially since I'm in college, right? College can be a very stressful environment. You constantly have projects, homework, and then tests over your shoulders. So I get it, it's stressful. I've been there, you know? But if you don't have a bigger goal, right? And you're just cruising by, first of all, you'll be tired every day. And then second of all, you'll make a very big deal out of very small things, you know? Like small things just starts to like make you tired all the time, stresses you out, pisses you off, right? Like I remember, when I was in school, I didn't really have that much friends or like, something I wanted to chase after. Losing a game can ruin my entire day. And I know that's like that sounds very childish, but genuinely that is the reality for a lot of people. And the reality for me when I was like not when I was, dude, like literally like a couple months ago. Like I had to change my mindset entirely. But yeah, if you have a big goal, your brain is like constantly in this like fight or flight mode, right? It's constantly finding ways for you to get closer and closer to your goal. So what starts to happen, or at least in my experience, is that it filters out all the unnecessary BS, right? That you see people struggling with every day. You know, those small little things don't really bother you as much as it used to. You know, like relationship, for example, you'll start being able to see like the bad in people and how everyone is just trying to drain you of your time and energy, you know? And especially if you were a people pleaser like me, these things get overlooked very easily. And the more energy and time you pour into other people, the less you'll be able to pour into yourself, right? And a lot of the time, sure, you get like a little bit of dopamine hit and validation from helping other people, but at the end of the day, in the long term, you'll remain the same person or even regress as a person from that point onward. Because you've never built anything for yourself, have any skills, no one will ever respect you in the long term. You'll always be seen as this convenient person to have around, right? You're basically doing grunt work for other people for their validation. And that does nothing to grow you into the person that you want to be. You know, I've been, kind of reflecting the point of life, very philosophical. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Very philosophical. But I've been thinking, right? I have one life, like I want to say optimistically 70 to 80 years of life. And if I just spend all of those time pleasing other people, what will I think of myself when I'm dead, you know? And thinking on it, it's not a very exciting life at all. If I haven't built anything. Now, I've also imagined the other extreme, right? Let's say I've been able to build some kind of crazy skill, right? I become Da Vinci himself, or uh, I don't know, I become prime Mike Tyson and then just dominate everyone in MMA, right? In the short term, I'll probably piss off like a lot of people, right? People will probably say some stuff like, "Oh yeah, this kid Henry, he's like doing too much, bro. He's serious all the time, right? I don't really like him. It seems like he's always full of himself." But then in the long run, because I've prioritized myself a little bit more, and I think you should too, in the long run, you actually get a lot more respect. And because you've kind of built that skill that takes time, takes consistency, takes energy and time for yourself, you get more respect, not only from other people, and you should never do anything that um, stems from needing validation from others, but validation from yourself, right? Do it because you respect yourself and your time, you know? And I think it is a little sad that in today's world, we don't really see a lot of those people anymore. Because, it's not exactly our fault inherently. Like, there is some part that you can blame yourself, but most of it is because of the world we've kind of been dropped into, this consumerism world. There's a lot of tricks that can be used to hijack your brain, because like I've mentioned this before, people are being paid like millions just to be able to program the perfect algorithm to keep you hooked. And the thing about social media is that yes, you watch and learn a lot of things, but at the same time, you're learning nothing. right? You're being constantly fed like a lot of information, but no quality information at all. You know what I mean? So yeah, quick video today, Uh yesterday, you know, I'll save this part for those who are actually interested. I just wanted to give like a little life update. I've basically deleted a lot of the social media on my phone, basically all of them, because I want to preach. I'm sorry, I want to practice what I actually preach. I can't just be here telling you guys what to do without actually doing it myself. So I'm not perfect at it, but I'm getting better. Diet wise, we're still on track to hit 140. Let's see. In like 10 weeks, so around 2-3 months. Hopefully we'll get there 140. But yeah, I've been getting stronger. I got into Muay Thai recently because like I've been thinking, you know, if I can't defend myself, how am I going to defend my future family if I when I eventually get one? So yeah, anyways, that's all for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate your time. I'll see you guys next time.